UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
No kidding, Henny. This player, he seems to have picked out Bubba Watson as the man to beat. That's ambitious.
Luke, you know when you think that you've got a player on the ropes, maybe they're in the middle of the trees, in the middle of a bunker, and you think they've got no shot. And then they do, in fact, put it to 2 feet. And then you're really frustrated. That's Bubba every single time. He's that player.
No, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though. Nicely done. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
And choosing the 8-iron here. This one looks to be slightly offline here. That was a bit of a miscue.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Oh, what a super shot. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
He's currently tied for 7th. Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. This would be a great up and down. Wow, that almost went in the hole. He has this putt to save his par.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Solid par putt, that. Currently 1 under for the tournament. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
4 left.
A bit wild on approach there.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Getting ready to play their third. A 7-footer right here.
Looking good so far.
Yeah, we'll take that. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time? Lovely touch. Well played.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
They've got this to pull ahead of Bubba. This rivalry is heating up today.
It was on a good line. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Just 2 shots back after that hole. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. This one from about 160 yards out. 2 strokes off the lead. Going with the 8-iron here. Can they get a little ground draw here?
And how about that for confidence? Going right at the pin here in the midst of their rivalry with Bubba Watson. Love seeing that sort of play.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Beauty of a chip shot there.
Judging it beautifully.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. This hole is a par 5. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there. Get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
That should set up another chance.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
This really looks good.
And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. We've arrived at a par 4. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Most golfers these days, Rich, are quite generic style players. It's that hit it as far as you can, knock it on the green, try and hold some putts. But with Bubba Watson, we just got the artist back in the game, didn't we? We had someone who was prepared to do whatever it needed to be to get that ball in the hole. He's just astonishing to watch.
You know, to me, Luke, I think Bubba was born in the wrong era. I think he would have been better served with persimmon woods, balata golf balls, and blades, and I think that he would be an even bigger impact on the game than he currently is, if that's even possible. I watch what he does with the modern equipment, and it's mind-blowing. He's one of the few players, Luke, that I will actually go in the driving range and watch hit golf shots because it is so fun to watch him aim 30 yards left and just try and hit these big sweeping hooks and fades and I mean, it's just unbelievable what he can do with the golf ball. His eye-hand coordination is simply the best in the game.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Why not take another look at that effort?
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
He's currently in a share of top spot. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. Get in. That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way. And that will take him to 5 under. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
What a putt to make. Well done.
Oh, yeah, that's huge. Oh, that celebration, that's a little spicy. I don't know if these two are going to be talking now.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. This shot from around the 200-yard marker. Currently in the lead by a shot. Going with the hybrid.
Ooh, yeah, no, not where they wanted to go. This one's left.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Oh, I thought that one was going in. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This is what they have left for par.
They're nicely holed. And now to Bubba Watson.
Birdied their last hole.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup.
Just a couple of inches away from finding that one. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete. Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. He leads the field by a stroke. How close was that to going down? Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Still in the lead now after that hole. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick, ended up in the rough.
Yeah, this is lovely.
A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
A spot amongst the leaders here awaits if they can make the Oh, you like me and thought that had a chance? Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. Currently 6 under for the event. This one's a par 3. This one is headed to the right. Not a bad play, that one. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Oh, just missed. That'll sting a bit. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Teeing off here on the 13th hole. Sitting at 6 under for the day. Currently tied for top spot. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
4 right.
That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this. That's well holed. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And here we are with their 4th. Wow, what a save.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
That's inside the house of opportunity. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill. Now that's how you roll the rock.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Getting ready to play their third. And that shot goes in. That'll be a birdie.
Ooh, tasty little pitch shot. Gets it to go. Fist pumps all around.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. That's nicely done. Already a winner this season. Number 2 would be very nice here today. And here we are with the third shot. Currently leading by 2. Ooh, that almost went down. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Leading by a couple after that hole.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Stepping up to the 16th tee now. Choosing the 9-iron here. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
And coming up well short.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Second shot here on the 16th. Didn't that look good for a long time? Big putt for par coming up. That gets the job done. And now that finds him in first place.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
We've arrived at a par 4 hole. That should find the cut stuff. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Simply amazing power on that tee shot.
Going with the 5-wood. Oh, what a shot by our leader. And now to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Now, this is an extremely long putt. He might even have to hinge on this one. Go to your home, ball. Go to your home. That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead. And a chance to reach 9 under for the championship with this putt. Oh, well played. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with John Rahm in second. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie. That dog will hunt.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Going with the 6-iron here.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And this is why they put in hours and hours of practice. A putt to win it all. That's the right pace. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a fine performance. He's done it. He's won the tournament.
Second win of the season. Playing awfully well at the moment. Let's see if they can keep up this good run of form.
And it's time to recap that play.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
And this week, Henny, they're looking to beat Harold Varner III. It should be an exciting and entertaining duel.
Absolutely, Luke. Harold Varner III is one of the most charismatic, talkative and highly skilled players out there on tour. He'll either cut you down with his game or his slick talking. You better be on your guard.
Yes, he's got a sharp tongue and a clever game. Let's see how HV3 goes up against this player in this rivalry. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Going with the pitching wedge here. This one needs to kick left. And he's hit that inside the range. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This one will run uphill.
This one's looking good.
Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
He's currently tied for third. The second at TPC Summerlin is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take one club less into this green as it will release down the slope. Playing from around 150 yards here. Opting for the 9-iron. Needs this one to kick right. Playing within their comfort zone there.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Oh, what a great stroke. That'll be frustrating, inches from making that putt. Okay, time to return to the action. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Tracking. Oh, terrific. What an effort.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. The third hole at TPC Summerlin is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. Oh, absolutely flushed. The history of golf has been littered with some great characters. For the modern game, Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
Oh, so close. It's just about 3 feet away. This one's looking good. Currently 2 under for the day. The fourth at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4, measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole, just be accurate on approach. Yeah, that one will play. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
And that will drop in for a birdie.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
And Brooke Henderson currently in the lead here. The fifth at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right.
Pretty good shot there.
A share of top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt. It's got a chance. And with that, that's their fourth birdie. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. He finds himself in a share of the lead. The sixth at TPC Summerlin is a staking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, two-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players, and that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
This one heading towards the green. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Canada's Brooke Henderson currently on top of the leaderboard here. The seventh at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Ooh, don't give him praise, just look with admiration. That's serious talent. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And this putt to move into a tie for first. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And with that hole, this player is currently tied for first with Brooke Henderson.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3 playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Just putting on a ball-striking clinic, it seems, today, Rich.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Good stroke. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Nice little putt to hole, that one. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. And with that hole behind them, they're sitting in second place, behind the leader, Brooke Henderson. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Rich, I know you love being here in Vegas, perhaps for different reasons than watching the golf tournament, but while we're here at the tournament, tell me a bit more about Shriner's impact on the game and this entire region.
Look, I fail to see what you mean by that. I think Vegas is a very nice, wholesome city that I do enjoy coming to visit. But the golf course is fantastic. It's held at TPC Summerlin every single year, and it used to be the venue where they had the last round, but now every round is here, and I think the players enjoy that. I think they like being at the same golf course each and every day. They get a feel for it, and I think that's why the scores historically year in and year out are so much lower than they were in the past. I think it's a really good opportunity to go out there and make a ton of birdies, but that's not the easiest thing to do, is it? Getting comfortable making 7, 8, 9 birdies around. Some players don't have that comfort zone, and so I'm always interested to see the players that get into that zone each and every day and are making that many birdies to see if they can sustain it for 4 straight days.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. wonderful putt, and that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Here's HV3. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green. From about 130 yards here, currently in the lead by a shot. Is that what they had in mind?
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Oh, yeah, a thing of beauty.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4, 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green.
Nicely done.
And playing this one from around 120 yards out. He leads the field by a stroke. Attaboy, good shot. Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity. This one's tracking. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Here's Harold Varner III. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you're giving yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to 3-putt it. Be careful on approach. That's a good-looking shot there. Getting ready to play their third. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is way out. They could probably use a 9-iron from back here.
Go in. Ooh, right by the hole. A par putt awaits. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, this looks pure. Now, that's a bad break there, Rich. just probably a little bit too much pace. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3 playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Not bad. This putt is about 17 feet long. Looking really good, this one. Yes, they've made it. Leading by 4 strokes after that one. The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. Lovely effort that. And here we are with the 3rd shot. An opportunity to make a par here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Looks good off the blade. And yet another putt drops, so now 10 under par heading down the stretch.
And with just a slim lead coming down that stretch, anything can happen.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. The 16th hole at TPC Summerlin is the final par 5 on the course, Rich, and one the players can reach into.
Obviously, no hope leaving it short with your 2nd shot in the water at 16. So most players bailing out, hitting it just over this green. If they draw a decent lie, they can chip it close, make birdie. However, not so easy. There's a couple of low areas and greenside bunkers to deal with along of this green.
Here's a chance to get to 12 under.
Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
Bit too heavy-handed there. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
The 16th hole at TPC Summerlin is the final par 5 on the course, Rich, and one the players can reach into.
Obviously, no hope leaving it short with your 2nd shot in the water at 16. So most players bailing out, hitting it just over this green. If they draw a decent lie, they can chip it close, make birdie. However, not so easy. There's a couple of low areas and greenside bunkers to deal with along of this green.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
How good would that have been if it had dropped? Job done. Let's head to the next. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And there it goes from the sand. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The 18th at TPC Sutherland is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. Well struck. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
Going with the 7.
They've decided to club up.
That was exactly what the doctor ordered.
Absolutely. In there close. Good look at birdie coming up.
This is always a good moment. A putt to win the tournament. Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.